Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am very happy you are here today. In today's video, we will talk about something very important. Many people ask this question, can I speak English fluently in 5 months? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. And in this video, I will show you step by step how to do it. By the end of this video, you will understand what fluency means. You will learn how to become fluent and how to use your time better. You will also learn the best way to practice English. Many people think learning a new language is very hard. But that is not true if you use the right methods. I will also explain some common mistakes people make when learning English. Let's begin with one big question. What does fluent mean? Some people think that speaking fluently means speaking like a native English speaker. But that is not true. You do not need to speak perfectly. You do not need to use perfect grammar all the time. Fluency means something different. It means you can speak in a natural way. You don't stop too much. You don't think too hard before saying something. Your words come out smoothly, like water in a river. So, what does being fluent really mean? First, it means you can speak naturally. Your sentences are smooth, not broken. You can talk about simple things like your day, your job, or your family. Second, it means you feel confident. You are not afraid to speak. You know it's okay to make mistakes, and you keep going. Third, it means you are ready to talk. You can have simple conversations. You can ask and answer questions. You can talk about food, your favorite movie, what you did yesterday, and much more. Fluency is not about speaking like a native speaker. Even people who grow up speaking English make mistakes. The important thing is that people understand you and you understand them. So remember, you are fluent when you can speak and understand English in everyday situations, even if your grammar is not perfect and you don't know every word. This is our goal. Now let's talk about how to become fluent in just 5 months. You may ask, is that really possible? Yes, it is. But it is not magic. It takes time, energy, and focus. You need to work hard and use the right methods. Just spending many months or years is not enough. What matters most is how you study, not just how long you study. For example, a person who studies English every day for 2 hours will learn much faster than a person who only studies once a week. So, both time and quality are important. Let's talk about time first. How much time do you need? If you want to become fluent in 5 months, you need about 600 hours of good practice. That sounds like a lot, but you need to invest only around 3 to 4 hours every day. You may think, that's too much. I can't do that. But don't worry. You don't need to study English for 4 hours at one time. You can divide your practice into small parts. This way, it feels easier and less stressful. Here is an example. In the morning, listen to an English podcast while eating breakfast. 1 hour. During lunch, read a short article or review vocabulary. 30 minutes. In the evening, watch a YouTube video or TV show in English. 45 minutes. Later, speak in English. Talk to yourself, talk to a friend, or use an app. 45 minutes. Now let's talk about quality. It's not only about how long you study. How you study is even more important. Some people listen to English music for 3 hours, but they don't pay attention. That's not good practice. It's better to study for 1 hour with full focus than to listen passively for 3 hours. Here is how you can make your practice high quality. 1. Pay attention when you listen. Don't just let the words go into your ears. Try to understand what people are saying. Listen carefully and repeat sentences out loud. 2. Use material that is not too hard and not too easy. If you only understand 10% of what you hear, it's too hard. If you understand everything easily, it's too easy. Try to choose something where you understand about 80%. This will help you learn faster. 3. Practice speaking every day. Reading and listening are good, but speaking is very important for fluency. Try to talk in English every day. You can talk to yourself or practice with a language partner online. 4. Enjoy the process. Choose topics that you like. Watch movies or shows that make you happy. Listen to music you enjoy. If you like what you're doing, you will learn faster. Let me give you one more important idea. Many people think you need to know thousands and thousands of English words to be fluent. But that is not true. You only need about 4,000 common words to talk about most everyday topics. You don't need to learn big words like metamorphosis or subatomic. Most conversations are about simple things: weather, food, work, hobbies, family, and daily life. So, start with the most common words and phrases. Learn how to use them. This is better than trying to remember hard words you don't need right now. You can learn new, harder words later. One of the most powerful tools for learning a language is listening. When you listen to English, your ears start to learn the sounds, the rhythm, and the way native speakers talk. You may not understand every word at first, and that's okay. The goal is to get used to the sound of English. You can start with simple audio materials like beginner podcasts or children's audiobooks. Listen to them many times. Don't worry about understanding everything in the beginning. Each time you listen, your brain understands a little more. Try this simple listening activity. Choose one short video or podcast every day. Listen to it 2 or 3 times. The first time, just listen. The second time, try to repeat the words or sentences after the speaker. The third time, try to understand more of what they are saying. This is called shadowing. It helps you copy the natural way people speak. Listening helps your brain, but to become fluent, you also need to speak. Speaking can feel scary at first, especially if you're shy or afraid of making mistakes. But don't worry. Making mistakes is a good thing. It means you're learning and trying. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Start small. Every morning, try saying your routine in English. For example, I am brushing my teeth. I am eating breakfast. I am going to work. You can also talk about your feelings. I feel happy today, or I am a little tired. Speak these sentences out loud, even if you are alone. This helps you get used to using English in your real life. You can also practice by recording yourself. Speak for 1 minute about your day, and then listen to your recording. Try to hear your mistakes and improve them. Don't be too hard on yourself. Focus on progress, not perfection. If you can, find a language partner. This can be a friend who is also learning English, or a native speaker from an app or website like HelloTalk, Tandem, or Speaky. Even if you only talk for 10 minutes a day, that's great practice. You don't need to talk about deep or serious topics. Just talk about your favorite food, your weekend plans, your job, or your hobbies. Another great way to improve fluency is to read in English. Reading helps you learn new words and understand how sentences are built. If you are a beginner, don't start with big books. Start with simple stories, children's books, or basic news websites. For example, "The cat is on the bed" is easier than "The economic situation of Europe in the 21st century." Choose material that feels just right, not too easy and not too hard. As you read, keep a notebook with you. If you find a new word, write it down. Write the meaning and also a simple sentence using that word. For example, if you learn the word happy, write word, happy, meaning, feeling good or pleased. Sentence, I am happy because I passed my English test. Try to review these words every night. This is how you build your vocabulary step by step. Let's not forget about writing. Writing in English helps you think more clearly and practice using grammar and new words. You don't need to write long essays. Just start small. Write a few sentences every day in a journal. For example, today I went to the market. I bought bananas and apples. The weather was hot, but I enjoyed my walk. This helps you use English naturally and slowly improve your grammar and vocabulary. You can also write messages to friends in English. It's okay if your sentences are simple. What matters is that you are practicing. Now let's talk about repetition, doing things again and again. This is very important in language learning. When we hear or say something many times, it becomes easy to remember. This is called spaced repetition. It means you see or hear the word today, again tomorrow, and again next week. Slowly, your brain remembers it forever. Here is a simple plan to use repetition. 1. Review your vocabulary every day. Just 10 to 15 minutes. Say the words out loud. 2. Use the new words in different sentences. For example, if you learn important, you can say, oh, this is an important meeting. Oh, English is important for my job. Oh, water is important for health. 3. Practice speaking out loud. Repeat full sentences often. Don't just learn the word. Learn how it is used in real life. 4. Review your old notes. Go back to what you learned last week. Don't forget the old words while learning new ones. Many learners think they need to know thousands of words to speak English well. But this is not true. You only need about 3,000 to 4,000 common words to talk about everyday topics like your work, your home, your family, your food, and your hobbies. You don't need difficult words like philosophy or quantum physics to have a normal conversation. Focus on useful words and phrases. Learn how to say things like, "Can you help me? How much does this cost? I don't understand. What time is the meeting?" These sentences help you in real life and are much more useful than long, difficult vocabulary. Another powerful tool is immersion. This means surrounding yourself with English as much as possible. You don't need to travel to the UK or USA for this. You can do it at home. Here are some ways. Change your phone settings to English. This helps you see English every time you use your phone. Watch TV or movies in English. Use subtitles if needed. Start with your own language, then switch to English subtitles, and later try watching without subtitles. Think in English. When you are cooking or walking, try to think in English. For example, I am cutting onions. Now I am boiling rice. Create English-only zones. For example, only speak English in the kitchen, or only use English for 30 minutes in the evening. The more English you hear and use, the faster your brain will get used to it. Now let's talk about something very important. Confidence. Many learners feel shy or scared. They are afraid to make mistakes or sound silly. But remember this: every mistake is a step forward. Mistakes help you learn. Children make many mistakes when they learn to speak, but they don't stop. They keep going. You should do the same. Start with small steps. Talk to yourself. Talk to your pet. Talk in the mirror. Just speak. Don't wait until you are perfect, because no one is perfect. You can be fluent without being perfect. You are doing something amazing. Learning a new language is not easy, but you are already on the right path. Be proud of yourself. Every word you learn, every sentence you say, brings you closer to fluency. Learning English is not something that happens in one day or even one week. It takes small steps every single day. Just like going to the gym, you don't get stronger after one workout. But if you keep going every day, your body changes. Language learning works the same way. If you practice English daily, even for 30 minutes, you will become fluent. Let's talk about how you can spend 1 hour a day learning English, even if you are very busy. In the morning, right after you wake up, spend 10 to 15 minutes with English. You can listen to a short podcast while brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. You can also read a short news article or a few pages from a simple English book. Reading and listening in the morning trains your brain to think in English for the rest of the day. In the afternoon, when you take a break from work or study, use 10 to 15 minutes to learn new words. You can use flashcards or mobile apps like Duolingo or Quizlet. But don't just memorize words. Make sentences with them. For example, if you learn the word busy, try saying, "I am busy today," or "My office is very busy in the morning." This helps you remember and use the word naturally. In the evening, spend at least 30 minutes practicing speaking and writing. Speak by recording your voice or talking to someone. If you don't have a partner, speak in front of a mirror. You don't need long conversations. Just talk for 1 or 2 minutes about your day. Then, write a short paragraph in English about something that happened. For example, you can write, "Today I went to the store. I bought some vegetables. Then I cooked dinner for my family. It was a good day." Over time, this becomes a powerful habit that builds confidence. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is waiting for the perfect time to start speaking. Don't wait. Start with micro-conversations. These are short talks about simple things like what you ate for lunch, what time you woke up, or what movie you watched. These small talks train your brain to use English automatically. You don't need perfect grammar. Just speak clearly and slowly. A one-level English is enough for daily conversation. The important thing is that you speak every day. There will be days when you feel tired, bored, or like you're not learning anything. This is normal. Every learner experiences this. On those days, don't give up. You can do something simple like watching a funny video in English or reviewing old vocabulary. Even 5 minutes is better than nothing. The key is to never stop completely. Keep going, even when it's hard, because that's when real progress happens. Now, let's look at how you can move from beginner to fluent in 5 months if you follow a routine like this. In the first month, focus on building the habit. Don't worry about grammar or complex rules. Just try to use English every day. Learn 300 to 400 basic words and practice simple sentences like, "I live in Dubai," or "This is my car." Start listening and reading a little each day. In the second month, begin speaking more often. Try to talk for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Learn useful phrases you can use in daily life. Describe your routine, your job, your hobbies. You can talk to yourself or find a language partner online. Begin using basic grammar naturally, just from repetition, not from studying rules too deeply. In the third month, your understanding will improve. Now you can listen to stories, beginner podcasts, or short YouTube videos. You can start to watch English shows with English subtitles. Try to use English in your life, like sending short messages or asking questions. At this stage, your brain starts to think more in English and less in your native language. By month 4, you will be able to use English in real-life situations. You can introduce yourself, ask for directions, order food, or describe your weekend. You will still make mistakes, but you will speak more naturally. Try to write short messages, keep a daily journal, or post on social media in English. In the 5th month, focus on speaking with more confidence. Increase your speaking time. Talk for 15 to 20 minutes every day. Try to share your opinions, your dreams, or even your future goals. Review what you've learned. Check how much your writing and speaking have improved. This is the time to feel proud of your journey. You may not speak like a native, but you will communicate clearly and confidently. To make things easier, use sentence structures that work in many situations. For example, I like can be used for anything. I like music. I like to walk in the evening. I like reading books. You can also use can I don't have, and I am going to. These are sentence frames that help you speak quickly without thinking too much. Another important tip is to make English fun. Don't only study textbooks. Watch English movies, play mobile games in English, listen to songs you enjoy. If learning feels like a game, you will never get bored. Also, don't compare yourself to others. Some people learn quickly. Others take more time. That's okay. Focus on your own journey. Track your progress. Make a small checklist and tick each task. Did I listen to English today? Did I learn new words? Did I speak and write something? When you see your progress on paper, you feel more confident and motivated. Learning English is not magic. It's a habit. A little bit every day is enough. If you stay consistent and speak a few sentences daily, you will become fluent before you even realize it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. One of the most common reasons people stop learning English is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, and fear of not being understood. But here's a truth many learners forget. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Every person who speaks good English today once struggled to say even the simplest sentences. No one starts fluent. Everyone starts with fear, confusion, and broken sentences. The difference is, fluent speakers didn't quit. Many learners believe they must speak perfectly or have a British or American accent to be accepted. This is false. English is a global language, spoken by people from every country. Most native speakers don't care about your accent. What they care about is understanding you. Clear communication is more important than perfect pronunciation. If you can express yourself clearly, you are already successful. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes learners make and how to fix them. First, the fear of grammar. Many beginners believe they need to study grammar rules before they start speaking. This belief slows them down. Grammar is helpful, but it should come later, not first. Focus on using simple, correct sentences often. For example, instead of worrying whether it's I go or I am going, just practice full sentences like I am going to the market. Over time, grammar becomes automatic. Another mistake is learning too many words at once. You don't need to know 10,000 words to speak English. Most daily conversations use around 1,000 words. Focus on the most common ones. Learn words like want, need, go, like, work, come, and use them in your daily sentences. The goal is not just to know the word, but to use it without thinking. Instead of learning 50 new words a day, learn 5 and use them in 5 sentences each. That way, you will remember them for life. Many learners also avoid speaking because they are afraid of being corrected. But feedback is not an insult, it's a gift. Every time someone corrects you, you learn. If nobody corrects you, you keep repeating the same mistake. The best way to grow is to welcome correction. You can even ask your friends or language partners, "Please correct me if I say something wrong." This mindset builds confidence. It's also important to practice English in real-life situations. Start small. Order your coffee in English. Ask for directions. Greet someone with a smile and a simple, "Hello, how are you?" These moments may feel uncomfortable at first, but they build real fluency. Every time you speak, you become stronger. Fluency is not built in your head. It is built through action. To get better at conversations, use the Q&A method. Ask yourself a question and answer it in English. For example, "What did you eat today?" Answer, "I ate rice and chicken." Then go deeper. "Where did you eat?" Answer, "I ate at home." "Did you cook it?" "No, my mother cooked it." This kind of self-practice builds natural flow. You can do it in your mind while walking, driving, or lying in bed. Another way to improve is by recording yourself. Many learners feel shy about their voice, but when you hear yourself speaking English, you become more aware of your pronunciation and confidence. Record a 1-minute story every day. For example, talk about your weekend or your future dreams. Then listen to it and think, "How can I make this better?" This daily habit will make your speaking clear and powerful. Let's also talk about how to deal with fast native speakers. When a native speaker talks too fast, don't panic. They are not trying to confuse you. It's just their natural speed. The trick is to focus on keywords. You don't need to understand every single word. For example, if someone says, "Hey, I was just wondering if you'd like to grab some coffee later today," you only need to catch the words, "wondering," "coffee," "later." From this, you know they're inviting you for coffee. That's enough to reply. You can train this skill by watching videos with subtitles. First, watch with English subtitles. Then watch again without them. Try to catch the main message, not every word. Over time, your ears will adapt to natural speed. It's like learning a song. At first, it sounds too fast, but after listening 10 times, you start to understand every word. English works the same way. Another important mindset is patience. Some days you will feel like your English is improving. Other days you will feel stuck. That's normal. Don't stop. The day you want to quit is the day you need to practice the most. Fluency doesn't come from motivation. It comes from consistency. Make English part of your lifestyle. Change your phone language to English. Write your shopping list in English. Set goals like, "Today I will learn 5 words," or "This week I will speak with 1 new person." Also, celebrate small wins. If you talked to a stranger in English, that's a big win. If you wrote a paragraph without using Google Translate, celebrate that. These little moments build confidence and joy. Don't wait to feel fluent before you feel proud. Be proud now. Every sentence you speak is progress. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Millions of people are learning English just like you. Some are shy, some are slow, some are fast. But the one thing they all have in common is the decision to keep going. So don't compare yourself. You are walking your own path, and as long as you keep moving, you will reach fluency.